second stop here in Abu Dhabi is, I hope I can remember this right, the Wahat Karama, or the Oasis of Dignity. This is dedicated to Emiratis that have fallen in battle since the foundation of the nation state in 1971. This includes the Gulf War, the Afghan War, and also civil wars in Yemen and Syria. Evidently, the Emiratis have been fighting against ISIS, so it is, after all, terrorism in their backyard. Our guide pointed out to me that not only do the soldiers of the U.A.E. participate in actual battles as necessary, although they've never been invaded themselves, so there hasn't been for their own national defense as such, but they've also been called into duty for other things such as natural disasters and humanitarian aid, and sometimes that involves hazardous duty of its own, which deserves nothing but commendation. And these individuals' names are on those stones behind me. Not that I can read them since I can't read Arabic. However, the fact remains that they are known and they are written down on these stones for those who want to read them. You might know that in our military cemeteries in the United States, we often will have something like the Eternal Flame. Especially famous, of course, is the one at JFK's grave site in Arlington National Cemetery. However, in keeping with the name of the Oasis of Dignity, the U.A.E. honors its fallen soldiers with an eternal spring of water, which, in all honesty, in a place like this, is probably more precious than fire or whatever they'd have to fuel it, since this is a petro state, and petroleum is cheap, water expensive, and that is what they use to honor their fallen heroes. It actually makes a lot of sense. Across the road from the Oasis is, I believe it's called Mosque Al-Salam. Not entirely sure if I've got that right.
Future me here to fill in the blanks. I hadn't gotten it right, in fact. This was the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. What I had done here was to read the word salam off one of the gates, and thought that that was the name of it. Oh well.
It is the largest mosque in all of the United Arab Emirates, and it is one of the largest in the world, obviously. At its peak capacity, it can hold 55,000 worshippers, which is comparable to mega churches on our side of the pond.